Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. We're gonna be starting this kind of the live at this kind of the moment right now, and everything's so fantastic. Wherever you're gonna be watching this kind of the video coming from, yeah, we're gonna be starting it right now. One person already has just welcome to the video, and also welcome to this kind of the session of today. We're gonna be handling much of the matters how they arrive and how they come. Exactly. Zing, 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 zing. Gintu. Yeah, man. We are ever there to make it happen. 7 people already. And to the platform, I'm going to be getting to understand. We're going to be popping out. Wherever you are coming from, welcome. Always be tuned. Because you have more and more and more to come. Because this is our position to handle much of the matters. It has been a while since we were just in a live some couple of months ago, several months ago. But that's the nature. We have to understand how the things always come and how we're going to be making out things to arrive very meticulous. Today I have very fantastic topics. They're going to be tukondani kabisa. Zing, 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 zing. 666. Thank you very much. We have so much of the lineup today. And a bit, you might be a little bit, some of the people are going to be traumatized and asking about, oh, Gintu, what happened today? A little bit the video going to be democratizing with one-on-one live. That's the nature, because you have much of the things to do alongside the day. So arbitrarily, we're going to be having a traumatizing things that are still associated to the platform. And we have not yet excavated to understand more about it, because things are going to be coming. Chana Samson, we are tuned. Thank you very much. Chana Samson, thank you. Say hi. Hi, wherever you are coming from. Thank you very much. 12 people onto the democratization, and they're going to be making it happen. We have a little bit of the session to go, and it will not be so long, because it's just an update of a day to understand what is popping out and what is going to be coming to this kind of the session. And that is what David Jr. can't rescue. Congrats, mama. Yeah, things are cooking still, and we have more of the things that we're going to be achieving today. And we're going to be talking about more and more and more, and we're going to be touching also. And for the people who are just welcome to the session, and we're just starting it right now because we have the better moment. It's for the people who are just watching from Kenya and Africa a bit late at night, and I know some people from the West, they're going to be talking about Gintu still, the sun is shining somewhere. That's the nature. And we have to appreciate the living God has given us this kind of the day again to come and also cherish and say, yes, we have the better moment to go. 21 people. We are just waiting for the people to democratize wherever you are just watching this kind of the video from. And we respect and we say thank you very much for the being tuned. And welcome, 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 welcome. And the chats are ever coming. And I'm going to be picking some of the questions, because they're going to be coming to talk, which is a one-on-one live. People have missed this kind of the lives, because sometimes we are having head trick outside there. It's crinkums of the day. And also having much of the moment to shine. Hey, it's becoming something else. Someone tell the Junior Kenya police are always hungry. Ukimwaga pesa wanamwaga. Tunamwaga. I'm zing zing zing. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be calling you zing zing zing, because I ever watched this kind of the gentleman called DJ Afro, and you understand when I talk about zing zing zing, eh? And we ever watch such kind of the videos out, they were coming out like Safari Rally, and that is the nature gonna be popping out with. John Osea. This English is not good. Who told you so? This English is not good. Can you bring yours here? And also you have a spelling error, and I don't have to rectify it, because I'm not here to teach about English a little bit. And I understand they have to come, and you have started checking some of them. They're here, and that is the nature. So if you don't understand the English, please, I'm very sorry. I'm going to be giving out my dictionary. If you're willing to buy, you can just buy to understand how the video is going to be coming. Eh? For the people who understand where we are coming from and where we are heading, things are going to be popping out. Somebody called I am Victor. Thank you very much, bro. You have lost. Yeah, VP Buddha. I'm good, I'm califragistically very nice, and that is it. Be respectful, Diana. Let's get out of here. You are who is this? She's called Daniel yeah, Rochetto, something a little bit weird a bit here, but that's not the popular way. But the good thing is everything is possible, because what is always coming out has to be said the way it is. And I know there are so many people are always here. Favor is talking about, I've never seen any other community fighting each other like you people. Nobody is fighting outside here. Nobody is fighting here. The only thing is people don't understand. And if the correct, and we need to find out, everybody should be given a space to come out, because also the government of Kenya talk about the constitution. It is allowing people to have freedom of speech and a freedom of expression each kind of the time. But to this kind of the portfolio, nobody is restricting, because you can chat any, and we can just read any, because we understand in every convoy of crocodiles, we have other things that are going to be there. We have to understand how it will always come. But we shall not be somebody come out and talk about, oh, we're going to be A, B, C, D. No, we are not onto that one. Victor, thank you very much. Mzing talking about Nico Poa. Thank you very much. Diana Loketo, something like that one. Yeah, I've checked you. Real M7B, Gintu here is good afternoon. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. There is an afternoon. Here we are just having a little bit of the night session. And that is the nature. We have to naturalize with how the continent is moving, and the circumnavigation is handled here. That is the nature always. Thank you very much for the people tuned in, and also getting this kind of the portfolio, because we're going to be putting everything the way it has to go. And that is the nature. We have to put ourselves, because if we don't talk about ourselves, who's going to be talking about us? Because nobody cares about who we are. Somebody who cares about who you are, it's only you. And if you don't talk, and so as you can be expressing yourself, people to understand the terms and whatever condition they're going to be coming, everybody will not understand which kind of the party and which kind of the way to just getting forward. I know there's so many of the people who are to this kind of the channel, they understand very meticulously about how the movement is, and what is just roaming out, and what is happening to the village, and also who is disturbing at which kind of the rate, and are we going to be allowing ourselves to be attacked, to be treated, to be alligated, so as if we don't speak, who's going to be speaking for us? And we have to come out clearly and if offensively understand what is always there. Mukami is free. They can't touch him. Exactly. The good thing is today also we went to the police there to handle the matters of Mukami. And because he was told yesterday he has to go and back to the police station, Mukami early in the morning he went there. And I want to give you this kind of the story for the people who are just available here. The problem that we're going to be having is one. When I early in the morning, I went to the police because I told Mukami I'll be there, and we shall be there to psych him to make sure that everything is so okay. Let us not be using this kind of the gentlemen who we know maybe they are not well being in terms of the pocket demand, and talk about we're going to be now punishing such kind of the people for others' mistakes. Like Mukami suffered when this kind of the brutality happened to him, and he was not even capable of knowing what to do at which kind of the moment. So today, early in the morning, he went to the police station, and he got himself there, but nobody was there. So I don't know why is it like you are told around this kind of the time you should reach there, and whenever you reach there, you are again told about you have to wait for these other people and ABCD. Why can't people align themselves? And you are waiting up to 10 and you are not released from the station there. You are told, okay, you just stay here until they come. It's like there's something which is begging behind the scene. And we are not onto that one. Why do you want to use this kind of the gentleman? Which is not the good thing. I'm going to be reading some of Ines Charles. Thank you very much for being tuned. Zing, zing, zing. Kenya police love money. That is the nature. And I'm going to be coming to that one. I'm going to be entitling to tell you how this kind of the police always operate, and how they're just getting this kind of the cashes to misbehave sometimes or do whatever they're just being told because of the pocket demand is huge. Thank you, Ines Charles. Good evening, Gintu, and everyone in the chat. Thank you very much, Ines Charles. Hey, good evening. Exactly. Real G, when the road going to open for Jua construction? Yesterday I talked to my video and I said I'm gonna be having this kind of the survey. He's gonna be coming tomorrow, a surveyor, and they're gonna be coming to analyze and check the plot and tell me where. You're gonna be checking the map and tell me where the road gonna be, and you're gonna be coming to that kind of the module. I know so many people they like about whenever they see Gintu talking about, oh, maybe the road gonna not be opened, A, B, C, D. If we see things gonna be not okay, even to this kind of the gas, you understand this kind of the Egyptians, whenever they had this kind of the Suez Canal, they knew the only possible way to reach to Africa from the Asians, it was to pass through the canal, and they blocked it to understand like whatever they demanded, everybody should just go direct and remove and move and just get out, or it's gonna be a revenue, gonna be money. You have to pay that money in terms of that canal, so they can open that gate for you, so as you can pass maybe from Africa. Maybe you are getting some of the stuff from Africa to the Asian countries. You had to pass through the Suez Canal. So when it comes to this kind of the Gintu's things that are happening because people are blocking some of the roads, it's evident, like maybe they understand by this kind of the time, maybe the government has not yet developed other extra roads that can we can use in terms of passing. Maybe they will come when the government has changed in eras and eras, whereby maybe decades coming, and we are not assured about that. And we have to use the Suez Canal, which is there, and whatever money we're gonna be paying, we have to pay so as we can just get to the site. That is it. And also some of the people are complaining about the plot, and nobody owns it if it's not me. And that is how everything is always operating to that kind of the way. So with the filma, I think we're gonna be getting to the construction as soon as possible. I'm Victor. Thank you. Mzing, exactly. You are great. Thank you very much, Diana Loscheto. Thank you very much. Meg Feather. Through African police, eat from both sides. And Zing talking about Ines Charles, welcome back. Stevens Wabi, can a village allow a family of 5 people have them like? Another thing that we're going to be entitling here. Let me talk about this kind of the issues of the police. Number one, what people have not understand in number one is the police have gone for the training. And they know how to act in different positions. They know how to react with this kind of a criminal, and they know how to work with the offender, the person who is the accuser. They know how to deal with them smoothly. Whenever police comes to you while you are maybe accused person, they speak to you like they are on your side, or they're handling the matters on your side. But when again they go back to the accuser, they go there again, they will find like they are talking to that person like he is winning this kind of the matter. So when this kind of the gentleman in Nyabuhasa right now, if you go to the police station of Isibania, they will tell you go sort out your own issues at your own premises, at your own way, because we were not there when this kind of the things were happening. Why are you not involving the police whenever you're going to be starting this kind of the things you're going to be bringing to the police? And when again you go to report, they know about if you are insisting like, oh, this kind of the person has to be A, B, C, D. It's your pocket which is gonna be siphoned very meticulously. And when this kind of the people are acting that way, we have to come to the real portfolio of understanding what do we really mean here. They will eat from the other side. They will come to you and tell you, Gintu, you know what? If you need this kind of the issues to be sorted out clearly, deal with this kind of the things the way they come. And you will see what is always coming out of that kind of the effective matter. And both of you, you're gonna be getting out money. You're gonna be giving them money. That is what is there. And they are there to eat, and they are celebrating, very meticulous. They are talking about let them come, let them come. That is what is there. Ernesto, hello Gintu. Thank you very much, Ernesto, and to this kind of the platform one-on-one. Thank you very much. Do you ever sleep? This is Diana Losheto talking about do you ever sleep? Sleeping is not guaranteed. And what I understand is we have to find the possible way to make it happen. And the Lord, and whenever I quote the Bible says, if you know this hand is making you not to go to the heaven, cut it and get it out. So if the sleeping is making us not to move forward, dismantle it and we go forward. Exactly. So we have to get forward. If David Jr. came to my compound the way he went to Lucas, the traveler, home, he would be past tense by now. You know, one thing that people don't understand, and I'm really waiting for this kind of the time to reach. Whenever people want to come and venture into or protrude to your own compound, a person is filming until you're home. And the person is talking about, I have a lot of millions into my account and want to film including your home. What does he need? So to that kind of the portfolio, you have to come and to realize with us, like we are being taken as a granted. And if we take the absolute measure, and which is where I am heading to, people think about Gintu is bad, maybe behaving this way, maybe behaving the other way, but that is not the nature. The nature is, let us behave normally. If somebody is not going well with whatever, why do you want to film such kind of the people? And whenever people are filming you, you are there to complain, oh, my face. Which kind of the face are we talking about here? The crackatoo or the imbroglio face or whatever kind of the face you're talking about. And to that kind of the effective manner, we have to handle our manners correctly. And we have to know what we're going to be doing. We have you should arrest Conrad for GBV. Mugesi, I'm watching. Thank you very much, bro. Welcome. Always tuned in. And what is wrong into? Things are complicated, Mugesi. And things are not going good the way they are. Pamela, thank you much. Mugesi, no song for now until Wesiko Francis, wagwan mi general. Thank you very much. Franco Flex, my brother, the problem with all you have to do is you mind your own business. Who is minding yours? Nobody is minding anybody's business here. The only thing is everybody should understand each other and minding our own business. You cannot go to some people and shoot videos and talk about, oh, this is a person who is abusing your father. Who is your father? And why is he not coming to complain to the platform? Why are you complaining for him? Is he a YouTuber also? We have to console and understand this kind of the things how they come. The family never understand the role. You know, one thing is people don't understand, like we can make a change and we have to make a change. And when we are claiming for this kind of the change, people should understand the change is coming. That is the nature. And also, I cannot be taken as a granted, like I should be filmed, but you cannot be filmed at an extent like, oh, I'll use the police because you are filming me. Let them try it. because we are not here to be intimidated about the police. Because when I said that kind of the story, how it happened between Mukami and me when we went to the police station, and the gentleman was not pinpointing to Mukami, every kind of the accusations were coming to Gintu. And I told the police, please tell this kind of the young boy, like, I'm not here to be intimidated in the police station. I'm not there to be roared at the police station, because they like it, like, oh, let me show now the police what money I'm earning, so they can just control the police whatever they want to do. That is not guaranteed to get into. That is effectively, I have to titrate it and burate it with a chemistrian way of the chemical reaction it's gonna be. So I'm gonna be a catalyst to catalyze those kind of the reaction, how they come. Gintu, how are you? I'm very much, thank you. Pamela Modesta, thank you very much. And God bless you. Keep tuned. Hope you are getting along great. We are on point. Mzing imbroglio face. The imbroglio face. Thank you very much. John C. is English is hard to understand. Move to another English channel or buy a dictionary or go back to school. That is chat with the channel. They have to talk about that, because they will not understand what we are just talking about, because we are not like them, who we can just talk about. Oh, sometimes you have to clone some of the English, so as whoever can understand. We need the legends and people who can understand and synthesize it completely, and not everything should be coming out effectively like, oh, is and was, at and was. That is not the effective manner. So if you don't understand the English, I'm very sorry for that one, and I think you should look for something else. Exactly. So the grace, this time you are going to jail direct. I'm very sorry for you, and keep on dreaming, because things are not yet the way you think about. Go and surprise them, give them money, and we meet, because things are getting out crooked, and we are not here to be intimidated with such kind of the simple chats like the one we are just chatting with, the simple English of a mother tongue primarian of class 1. We are not interested with that one. Gintu, make me a moderator. I deal with this Maro minions in the chat. You are on point, Mr. Mzing Zing Zing. You are a moderator. Standard or managing, you have to manage. Make it happen, Mzing Zing Zing. You are now making it happen, and deal with them repetently, because they don't even understand English. You have to understand them. It's is and was. Thank you very much. Bless you up. Thank you very much. Bless up Gintu. Woo, Mwendoa. Yes, I know I cannot be like them. You need talking about I cannot be like them, and that is the nature. And nobody's talking about I will be like them. I have my own tactics, and I have my own way. You used to say we will never go anywhere, and we are here, and you are here watching. I'm very sorry, Eunice. You have a good name, but I don't know what is happening to you, and that's nature. Gintu VP, I was there personally and had a bat. This is a J-Stone. Wagwan. J-Stone, you are J-Stone, Wagwan. You understand what I mean, eh? Since the mom is beaten so bad, I wonder if Daisy will put in jail. Daisy should secure his mama. You know, guys, some of the issues that are always to be solved outside here, people are always thinking about to have to solve other people's issues rather than not solving. Because I had one day this kind of the young gentleman who is a demagogic person, talking about, oh, my family issues are out of the platform. I wonder why he's always monitoring and understanding, like you want to be creating drama from one place to another, from each and every kind of the home, so you can create a drama, and people talk about, yeah, you see, these homes are whatever. I know, and they are here cherishing, talking about, oh, they are laughing to this kind of the families. Hello, everyone, Passy, thank you very much for being there, and that is it. And zing, 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 view them, delete them. Robbie Chacha, hello, everyone in the chat. Hello, hello, thank you, Rorin Cherono. Hi, Gintu on the chat. Hello. I'm Victor. Thank you, Passy. You are there. Jeston. Robbie, I see you. Thank you very much. Diana Roleko. Talking, God bless your father. Rest you right. Thank you very much. Here we have good job, Gintu. Continue doing what you are doing. God bless you. Maro and the followers, they are having the fear of you overtaking and don't care what they do and will continue to lead. Pasi vipi? Pasi, she is good. Guys, one thing. This YouTube platform, we understand it was YouTube platform is there. And I'm feeling like it's not okay when a person is coming to tell me the YouTube platform is owned with somebody, which is the stupidest thing ever possible whenever we ever handle such kind of the messes and people will ever understand like, oh, this kind of the YouTube, it's meant for this kind of the people. YouTube platform has more than 50 million people. The person you are ever praising and talking about, oh, you know, you will not be like him, he has just 500,000. So calculate 100 times below the level. You have to come to my own conclusion. 100 times so you can just reach to the total number of the you talk about people who have enrolled into YouTube platform. And we are not here for the competition. We are here to support the village and also support ourselves. One thing is people are ever obsessively with me because they thought about, oh, Gintu will never be available ever and ever. I was raised in a very good and a good background, and I understand. And I cannot sit there and see how people are just ever talking about, oh, we have to use this kind of the person, we have to use this kind of other person in their own beneficial. And out coming and talk about, we're going to be arresting you if you don't go hand in hand with whatever they think about you're going to be doing, which is not the correct way for us to go. We have Lucia Hapa. Thank you very much. Hello, Gintu. I loved when that old lady came at Devi with the Bible. Very much, thank you. God bless the work of your hands. Thank you very much. Gintu, the village CCTV is on and those. How what how thank you very much, Jason. Ever being there for it. Uni Naliaka. This kind of the names I ever heard them in the filming of Papa Shirandula, Naliaka. Thank you very much. East and West, 1-on-1. Keep pushing. Warioba Charles. Wagwan. Let's make it happen. Sister to sister. Sister to sister, okay. Again, to don't test with the haters. We are not interested with this kind of the demagogues. The good thing is we have to do and deal with them repetently the way they come, and we have much more to handle and also get them, and we know what to deal with. Pamela, thank you very much for you being there. There's somebody who is again today. All was laughing when the road was blocked. Now it's your time to laugh at Miss what happened at her home. Things are always rampant. You understand, guys? Always when the content are ever contenting and the people are ever getting the content out, you know, nobody is forcing the content to come. It's only they're ever promoting the content to be contentized with the other people. And when this kind of the people contentize with this kind of the content, they ever come out talk about, oh, you know, you're talking bad about me. And yet they're the ones who are exposing their families also and exposing themselves into this kind of the mayhem always. And I believe because what is going on in the family is making them bitter like that. All of them just agree. I wonder. Thank you. When Maya, almost 2 million subscribers. Kenga not big YouTuber at all. You know, sometimes you have something called extension. Whenever you are climbing to the hill, you reach at a place whereby there's no more going to the hill. You get that's called an extension. That extension, that's where he is. So the only thing is we are waiting. Dropping cards gonna be coming. Naliaka is a Luya name. Oh, just yeah, I said I ever been watching this kind of the names in the Papa Shirandula channels, ABCD. So I know this kind of the names. So popular in Kenya. I understand. Peace be with you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Diana Lole. Thank you. Wadama is 4 times bigger than this kind of the gentleman. We have to understand it, and people have to understand how it comes, because that is where everybody is rushing to. You can think about today, maybe we are where we are right now, but tomorrow we will be somewhere else, not like the way we are, and that is it. And nobody knows what tomorrow is. Let me tell you a short story here. when we were growing to become a good YouTubers and express ourselves and do the best in terms of the YouTube platform, we ever performed magic. And for the people who needed to see us not progressing are the ones who are having now the jealous to us. And they started talking about, oh, this kind of the people, they're going to be A, B, C, D, and do whatever necessary, and Gintu and Mogesi. For the people who understand, we were thrown out at that kind of the time. And you heard so many things were said, including people came and waved to our channels. And at that kind of the level, still they are ever there. They fought us onto the platform. They saw it cannot be. So they went ahead and started fighting with us using the police and intimidating us to the police so they can just fear because of money, which is not the right thing, because money is not the rule and the rule is not the money. That is how it is in Kenya. So sometimes you can be so punctual about the account is reading, but the empty head, you cannot even analyze any kind of the things. They are worried about Gintu. Thank you very much, Zing Zing Zing. And this is what is Glindor Davis. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Korean Mercy, she's ever available. Yeah. Hello, Gintu. Hello. Welcome. Haki ya Mungu, people have very, very, very hard names inside here. It's only God knows how we're going to be pronouncing them. Fofana. Brifofana. Thank you. Say hi. Yes, Gintu, you are their nightmare. You give them sleepless nights. And that is why we are. Hello, everyone. This is Kuria Masi. Guys, back to the spot. And this was just a warm-up of the first 30 minutes. And we're going to be getting direct to the point. I saw one of the case that was to be handled about Mokami. And today we went back to the police station. And still this kind of the demagogues, they were coming and talking about, oh, Gintu is using Mokami. What is there is tomorrow is on Sunday. And I promise this one-on-one. Tomorrow we're going to be having a surprise to Mokami. And it's coming tomorrow one-on-one. Because we're going to not be there to talk about ABCD. We're going to be now checking how the ground is. And I said, we are there to support this kind of the people and empower them to have the better life, not to give them or surprise them. That is not... that's not the absolute matter of handling this kind of the way. And I will not be in such kind of the moment to start maybe talking about, oh, I'm going to be surprising this kind of the people and again go and grab them, whatever they are going to be surprised. No, Gintu is not there. I'm a project manager. Whenever it comes to whatever going to be coming from anyone who talks about, let us support these people. We are supporting them to see them having a better life, equipping, empowering them to be in a better position. Again, from this kind of the chat, tomorrow is on Sunday, and we're going to be having very big markets here and there, and we're going to be having a better support to Mokami, which will be coming tomorrow one-on-one, and I can hear the dogs are ooh, ooh. I understand it's very night outside there and you can never know what's popping out. And the security is very tight. Don't worry about that one. And we're going to be coming to that one. Divine, this is the boss. Thank you. What I want to be saying is let us not discriminate people because of their poorness, their poverty, their education, racism, tribalism. Nobody is there to that one. And we are not advertising for such kind of the things. Let us take humanity. What is always to be prevailing is the humanity. Between us, between them, between any kind of the person. Because if we say every time he's talking about the police, and the police are ever enjoying this kind of the moment, they're ever saying, let them come, let them come. Because if you take Gintu to the police station and they talk about, oh, Gintu, you know, this kind of the people, ABCD, you know, they don't have anything to say at this kind of the moment. But to the real concerns of the matter, this kind of the police officers, we have to handle them also. And if it's just negotiating to get the OCPD of this kind of the county commissioner, talk about the provincial commissioner, we're going to be getting them. So as we can just get a change of this kind of the police officers, because every time, whenever anything, somebody else who they know you don't have anything to the pocket, you go and report a case there. They will tell you, how can we get such kind of the person, and how do you know this kind of the person? Can you give us more of the details about it? But when this kind of the specific family get to the police and tell them like, oh, there's a person called Gintu somewhere, even if they don't know where you're coming from, but they will know as far as they have placed something onto the pocket, and that is nature, and they understand everything will just be okay. Because right now, the police are not even fighting about the criminality. They're not even fighting about the security apprehended at a specific village. They're not even walking from one place to another to check how the security is. But every day you hear in Nyabohanse, oh, the gangs were there. Some days ago here, you heard there's a boy who was shot dead, live, one-on-one. And people took a lot of money, and the police are there in Nyabohanse. And there's a simple day, some 5 days ago here in Nyabohanse, there's some of the police officers from Sirari, they were rushing up one of the gentlemen who was carrying illegal staffs which are not yet getting to the Bureau of Standards. And they reached to Nyabohanse. They are chasing this kind of the people to get money. But when it comes to the security purposes of handling matters arising from each and every kind of the village, they cannot. But when it comes to like, oh, can you go, I am a YouTuber, I'm earning, oh, I have a car, can you run to this kind of the home of this kind of the person and get something from there? They run like safari rare. Why? Even they can go and ask or lease whichever car they need. It's going to be a Range Rover, it's going to be whatever kind of a car, and they will reach to the position you are. And that is what it forced us to talk about. We have to stand still and make the change. And if we don't make that kind of the change, when people are hating Gintu, it's whereby I'm standing still to say that Murimi should not extend the land, because we should teach this kind of the young boys so they cannot extend their lands in terms of cheap money, and people are buying land in a cheaper way. I'm not saying people should not buy land, but people should recognize the wealth that is there unto their own lands, and understand if your father and your ancestral parents never sold. Do you think about in the ancestral time, people are not there to buy this kind of the lands? And why is it happening to this kind of the generation of the 21st generation? Are we really doing something like we're gonna be getting something meticulous, or we are selling this kind of the land so you can cherish, flat, do what is necessary? When you are selling a land to say like, I can just use a simple example. When I asked one day, Murimi, please Murimi, can you understand when you sold the land, what was it to be done for? Murimi told me, you understand the land sometimes my father sold and some of them went to the fee? Yes. That one, some people can say, yes, that is a point and I can take it, not into the granted, because education, this kind of the young generation, the people who are getting education, and again, the education these people are getting, do you see going to be helping them to get or recover that land? Or again, they're going to be coming to cut another land for their own purposes? And when we elaborate and tell people we're going to be squatters of our own selves, people say like, oh, Gintu is fighting, or Gintu is inciting this kind of the gentleman. Am I inciting the gentleman to behave and get the clarity about this land will have, it is appreciating, it's not depreciating. Like somebody is rushing for a motorbike for selling a land, which is the cheaper things that people can do at the village level. And people can cherish and talk about, yeah, you just take it's an offer. The only thing that they need is whenever you are signing, you understand people always sign like witnesses. And when you sign as a witness, people gain money, chief gain money. And all the parties that have participated in that, in terms of getting the land or the buying and the selling of the land, they have money into their pocket. But that's why they behave or they acquire themselves to be there when the land is sold. And when we elaborate this kind of the little facts, this kind of the young men, they talk about, oh, we are inciting this kind of the gentlemen so they cannot sell the land to this kind of the demagogic people. That is not my trend, number one. Number two, when we are buying everything from every kind of the corner we are moving to, and you cannot even realize you are buying, including where even this kind of the gentleman will ever be rested in peace. And you are even taking the grave out, which means like we are not even understanding the protocols, how they are. The notorious OT. Ooh, I'm well. How about you? Thank you much, OT, for I have recognized your presence. Welcome. And we're going to be handling much of the matters in circumnavigative way. And we're going to be rounding to each kind of the pinpointment and understand where the points are roaming from and to. Thank you very much for being there. Gintu, keep Englishing people in the village for their rights, and God will bless you. Thank you. You brave one need to form a committee to stop this family from using these vulnerables and poor people. Fekere. Thank you very much. Gintu, 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 Gintu. We are just ever being there. Thank you very much for you being tuned. Everyone will be squatters except Gintu family. Gintu is not giving up land. One thing, the land is the one that still gives people this kind of the mentality to think about Gintu is bad or Gintu is complaining. I'm not complaining, but get me direct. The land we are talking about, it has made even Gintu, this kind of the people are talking about Gintu is bad, is because I never sold the land, which is there. And you understand when I talk about I never sold it. And people are still insisting like, oh, Gintu, just sell it because there's nothing we'll do to this kind of the land, or they're going to be buying all the lands all around. You think about whenever they all buy all around, you think about there's no way that this kind of the people who are selling the land to me, they never gave me the road. And right this kind of the time, it's only one plot which gives me a little bit of a headache, and I'm going to be making it because that kind of the land, it's because I was not the one who bought it. And to the person I bought that land, he ever bought it also. And the person who sold the entire land is dead. That's the only land which is giving me a problem, and I'm going to be finishing it up. It's only a road. But there is another land that I'm having, which is very direct. And the people are talking about, oh, can you come here and see how things are running into the compound ABCD? I will ever be checking even whenever you're changing the plot, because the plot is very decisive and it's just been pointing to the direct bedroom of this gentleman. And that's the plot that is making much of the people to hate Gintu, because I never released it. And I'm not there to release plots because they are not releasing. And if I will ever hear one day somebody from this kind of the family talking about I'm having a plot to sell, even Gintu will ever say, yes, even Gintu have a land to sell. But even if they're there to talk about will ever buy the whole entire village, I'm even there to buy the entire village, because we are being there. And I'm not there to be intimidated like, okay, Gintu, you're going to be selling the land so they can just be uptaken ABCD. That one cannot be onto my own way of handling matters. Even if they say you're going to be getting to the court, and are going to be coming to that kind of the court issues, so you can just solve it one-on-one as you're going to be chatting to the people. Here they are. The notorious. Keep your hands intact. Be wise. Thank you. So the thing is, number one, let me say it as a fact. You know, whenever you are working for somebody, and that somebody never had the intentions of you working there, the intention was your assets, like to use you. And after you being very close, it will be very easy for them to lure you and symphon and talk to you very good language. And whenever now the language is reaching to the brim point, he will ever talk about, now you introduce the words of talking about, can you sell this kind of the land? Can you make this kind of the land? Can you make ABCD? A bit, we have to understand how it comes. Number one, I always use this kind of the sample. Look at Matiko and look at Murimi. What are they doing? They have been placed very commonly, very close to this kind of the gentlemen, to make sure that even whatever the secret, they're being shared with. And they're told, oh, you know, I am earning this. And so as you will be cherishing and talking about, yeah, this person is earning a lot of money. Let me be very clean, let me ABCD. When it comes to a time, look at how Murimi was told. Now, because you have a bigger land and we're going to be supporting you, and we will open your YouTube channel, we will grow your YouTube channel, you will become rich. And now this kind of the gentleman talked about, yes, this is a flat rate for me to go. And after now winning everything, he was thrown out like something else. And nobody has to recognize, including greetings. No day can even Murimi come out and talk about, hey, how are you? Nobody is responding because he was silenced to the minimum stage. Look at Matiko. Matiko was being convinced, oh, I'm going to be buying a motorbike, so you're going to be riding my dad. Oh, you are now employed permanently. Oh, I'm going to be helping you. I'm going to be constructing a home. But in one condition, whenever they reach this kind of the spot, they're going to be buying the land and again throw these people to an imbroglio, whereby they will never wake up any kind of the time. Yes, Oti, Lord, we can't repeat what we say. He says. Thank you. Zing, Mr. Luz never heard the noise from the river. Activity number 10. Kung Fu River Bank. Mark Feather. Thank you. That's true. Thank you. Gintu is disliked because he is nobody's fool. Exactly. Megs. Fekere talking about everything gonna be coming out like a paka 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 paka. Exactly. So somebody who is having some of the stuffs here. Exactly. Things are again to I need to buy land there. Even Jesus was tempted 3 times. I hope if you write 3 times, I might be tempted to say yes or no. And I will just tell you the secret behind why people are gaining blood. Because this is what the only thing that I can say, and it can bring much of the problems. But you can contact me one-on-one so I can just deal with it repeatedly, because to the real fact, the secret behind the selling of land, it's only depending to one psychopathic thing that if I say it here, it might cause much of the mayhem and people will just be wondering, oh, is it the reality? Is it the real thing? And it will bring much of the confusions here. And people start talking about, oh, Gintu, police. Gintu has the case is still there at the court and you understand it. And what is also to come out is to understand how we have to talk about this kind of the issues. They are here tagging and talking about, can you Gintu do something? Can you Gintu talk about something that we can catch up to him? A bit traumatized. And what I can say is prepare well for the future. Give us, boys, we give you men. That is the school I went. And somebody's coming to tell me, oh, you're going to be teaching Gintu what to do. And I can never go with the conditions of somebody. It's whenever somebody is coming to your life and you talk about, yeah, let me give my life to you. And at the end rate, the end result will become so stupid. And I don't want to be there and talk about, oh, Gintu is this good, Gintu is that bad. And at the end of the moment, Gintu will be falling onto it. And I'll go back to talk about maybe a decade ago. I'll go back to that decade and start again. Better I do the right thing right now, even if it's going to be smaller. Let me go with the way it is. But not to be confused about, oh, you have to talk about ABCD. One thing. Guys, let me show you something. Because I have everything very near to me. Very near, very near. I have everything very near to me here. I have one of the gadgets. It's written Republic of Kenya. It's a bit Gintu. Did you see Kokomama Brother Fish Farm? Please watch her last vlog. Thank you. I'm gonna be checking onto that. I have lived 65 years. People are rotten. You understand, guys? This is called Republic of Kenya. Let me show something. It's a good letter. Very good one. We have 2 letters inside here. I'm going to be checking what are they for. One letter is written the agreement of forgiveness and undertaking of non-contact. And this is the reality. I will just tell you what is always coming out. This kind of the paper, it's coming from that kind of the stuffs, and I'm gonna be coming to that very short. And when I say to the Republic of Kenya, I've gone to the survey to ask for a search. And when I went to look for a search, I got some of the messages, and still there's so many people who knows me. And they have ever been talking about, oh, Gintu, we know you, we have ever seen you, and we are watching you. And when I talked about I need to find a search of my land, hey, my friend, I'm telling you, things are messing into the Land Commission. And people are still faking some of, hey, yeah. Guys, it's a bit traumatizing. And people outside there are looking for every kind of the opportunity to get a land and get it with force. And to the real fact, how I saw, even if how they were just talking about, Nyamwin village, it's going to be in a mess. And that mess is whereby I got a search of the plot I'm talking about, and the survey going to be coming tomorrow to tell me the specific point where this kind of the road problem is coming from. And this kind of the map, how it's showing, people have never been told the reality. And the reality is, I'm sympathizing with Murimi up to this kind of the time. One thing, there's a road which is passing from Mayuguno's position, cutting across the SDA church, penetrating to Uncle Jamaican's land, cutting across to Murimi's home. They have never told Murimi about the road is passing. They have bought the downer section, and that is the failure of now the parents is coming in. When Murimi could be selling the land, Murimi could not be told this kind of the land that is remaining to the top side, that's where the road is passing. And Murimi has sold the last part. And we are still cherishing and talking about, yeah, you know, yeah, Murimi, just construct, be very keen. And to this kind of the point, I'm going to be telling my brother Max one. Before you build, go look for that search of that plot and see that road where it's passing to Murimi's land. Very Murimi's land. And people have not been told because people have maps. They are buying lands using the searches and using the land map that is there. And Murimi is squeezed to the upper section where the land and the road is passing, a permanent road, not even a county road, a national government road. That's number one. Point number two, I got there's a change of searches. You know, there's a number that you, the plot number that you go to the land authority. And when you reach there with that number of that plot, you are told the search number, and you are given a blueprint of the land that you're going to be owning. Before that one, already people have already gone to this kind of the land. And when they have got this kind of the searches and they have known, they tend to squeeze these gentlemen who are selling the land to where these public assets going to be passing to. And if we are not educated, and our aim is to sell, not to look upon what is tomorrow, a little bit of a failure. And we're going to be crying, and the cry will never help us whenever it reaches to a time. And that's the reality. When I'm handling the matters about Matiko, we talk about how the lands were being sold, including when I brought a surveyor who came and talked about there's a road that is going to be getting to Matiko's home. And that person who sold me the cassava and sold me some of the maize was told the money that you are given, it's not for the road. It's meant for the foodstuffs that they will dismantle down, because they will not wait until you take them out, but they will have to dismantle them down. And when this kind of the things are running that way, people are now talking about we have to buy the roads, which is not the correct value. And to the real fact of handling the matters how they come, we should analyze and see the real fact, because right now gonna not be messed about oh, this kind of the road gonna be passing through here, it's gonna be passing through this kind of the place. Thank you, fellow. Chemicals talking. Oh, Chemicals, welcome. Okay, left focus on Gintu for now. Okay. Let me not be like whenever you go to the court, you see them pumping some pens. Let me go to that kind of the position. Fellow, hello, Gintu. At times it's hard, but I see changing lives. I really love it here. Thank you. The life is going to be changing. Mzing, David Jr. took Matiko to rehab to grab the remaining parcel of land because he was the obstruction. That is nature. And that's the reality about the real life situation. Because this is what we call a man-eat-man society. I've ever been talking about it. And to the real fact about how it comes, there's somebody texting a bit of some things here. I get you. So at times, when I say there's man-eat-man society, somebody can spot and talk about this is the obstruction that's making me not to get this kind of the thing from what I want to be making. But to the direct forward, when we follow the protocol, we can come to the conclusion. Let us not talk about, okay, Matiko sold the land, yes. And you know, sometimes you have something called a willing seller and a willing buyer. And to that aim, whenever now it gets even to the court, and you are asked, were you forced to sell this kind of the land? No. The only land that we are claiming, not like the lands that have been bought or sold, the lands we are claiming for are the ones that are not yet sold, not to be sold. So as when you sell, that's the same land. I'll go to the example. Look at Matiko's home. When they sold the land and ask about where is that money of the land goes, it goes nowhere. They dismantle it, they eat it randomly, and nothing happens. And I see Ken Kalos talking about that Nyabuhanse chief was wrong to sign that land deal. All the civil administrators who are there representing people onto the ground, representing the government onto the ground. Like, I can give you an example. When I went in Zambia, I got like a chief owns everything, including a road. And a chief can tell you this road passes here, it will never pass here, even if it's passing there. And those kind of the chiefs, if you can get one and put him onto your pocket, you can own the whole of Zambia. I'll tell you. And you can be better at that kind of the position. And I saw it in Zambia. But here in Kenya, The chiefs don't have the mandate and authority over somebody's premise or an asset, but they can contribute for that asset to be sold very easily. And they will be there to support the same person who bought it because it's only the pocket demand. Do your pocket run? Do you have enough money that resembles to the other person, what they got? And that is what is always failing in Kenya. Because you cannot talk about a chief. And also, some of the chiefs are not allowed to sell and to be part of it. But that is the tradition in our Kenya here. Whenever you see the area chief is available, the real chief is available, not the sub-chief. Even sometimes, some occasions, the sub-chief is part of the program to deal with such kind of the plots repetently, and they can sell it. But nobody can come out and say, no, this one can never happen. It can never be that way. But we have to educate our people about the selling of land and the future that is coming. Who could just one day imagine, like Matiko, one day they could wake up and know like they are going to be a construction to their home? Nobody. And including themselves, no one ever understood. Like they will ever come up to understand there are going to be trucks getting some materials to them. They're going to be construction getting to their sites. Nobody could understand it. Kemi is asking about Gintu, does that mean there is no road to Matiko's anymore? To Matiko's home, there's a road. And there's a permanent road. But the people who have already inhabited that area, Matiko's parents sold the land. The other opposite side, Mama Felicitas, they sold the land. And to the middle, that's where the road is. And they never told these people, like there's a permanent road that's going to be passing there. It's only when there is a search and also a surveyor going to be coming and telling people, this is a road that is here. But not a common mwananchi like me. I can just go and tell a person, do you know there's a road here? A person sold the land and told them there is no road. And they bought until where the road is. And before the government could come and establish and grade that road, it will never be there until the government takes it. It's only a walk path can be allowed. That's why you see, I had a problem even to look for this kind of a truck passing way, but they never knew, like when I bought those kind of the foodstuffs, they never knew like we have created a one-way road and it will never be outdated. And that is how it is, Kemi. Matiko didn't sell land, his father did. He can challenge it in court. As far as you're going to be expressing himself and saying where he was and who were part of the team to be the witnesses. And if he was part of it, there's nothing. There's a willing sellers and willing buyers. And it will be a bit headaching, even if you go to the court and Matiko complains about the land. It will be a bit complicated. It's like in Kenya, if the land that is sold, and if the son was not part, if the son was maybe young, and your father has sold a land, and your grandmother, like even me, I use myself as an example. I am young, I've not yet, even I will not see how, I don't know about money. I'm a young person who doesn't be compensated to or completed to be in such kind of the buying of the land, or I can understand nothing. I cannot sign anything. I don't have an ID. If my father gonna be selling a land, and the mother to my father, who is my grandmother, she is available and signs that plot is to be sold, Even if I grow up and I become whoever I am, there's nothing can happen. Take it to the bank. There's nothing can happen. The grandmother did it, and that land belongs to them. So what am I going to speak whenever I grow up? There's nothing. I bet some of the people are challenged that way. And that's why you can see some of the land cases are having complications in Kenya. Mzing is talking here, Famous Berry. Okay, if Matiko goes to the court and claims that his father sold land while drunk, those land will be retracted back. It's possible. But if Matiko never signed, but if Matiko signed it, a bit traumatized. And Matiko should claim mostly the area that he had to get. Like, to the ancestor, you have to get a portion. Eh? So if there's this kind of, maybe we talk about the land is to be sold, and the land that was sold is at Matiko's position, there's a claimancy there. It can be there if Matiko never signed. That is the only thing. Ade, goodbye. Thank you. Why are you? Yes, we know the land gonna be so worthy, but the little people we have, that's why we want to educate to them, give them education about this kind of the propaganda that is ever there about the lands. Somebody's talking about Gintu to buy those lands also. Don't let that opportunity pass. Have as many hectares as possible. It matters. It matters how you're going to be buying them. Gulfo a cost 4546. Hello, Gintu, watching from Florida. Thank you. Buying the lands, it's going to be possible, and we are just aiming where we see things going to be working properly and where the things going to be good, because we don't need such kind of the instances again. You're going to be coming and talking about there's no road A, there's no A, B, C, D. No, I don't want that kind of the issues to be found. Thank you. Zing, will Matiko dad won't be charged for fraud? Because if the chief were involved, that shows the father was not under any alcohol influence. The case can fall on him. Exactly. He willingly sold the land. And a bit scary to retrieve the land. In Kenya, it will take you decades to get that land. It will take you decades. It's only they will see where they put it. Hello, I am late now. How are you, Gintu? I'm very good. Trignity, thank you. Mile Johnson, hello, Gintu, watching from London. Guys, we are 1 hour 7 minutes, and we are now rushing to the time, which is the rushing hours. And I say I respect to the people who have been watching this kind of the video. And what I can just say to this kind of the closing remarks and chapter, I will say is we are heading forward to have the best and also empowering the young people with the best alternative, whereby we have to make sure that everything is done in a meticulous way. And we are having more and more goods for the villagers, mostly for the people who have been humiliated, number one. And we're going to be showing them like we are not there to surprise them. We are there to support them, empower them, and give them hope, and keep on moving and shining. And that is a moral lesson that we have to engage to our village, show the humanity. And to this kind of the fact, we're going to be having so much empowerment coming to the young generation. For the high schoolers, talk about for the people who are just going to school, and much more. Another thing, we are developing some of the projects. Mostly some of them are related to talk about creating or getting a permanent solution to some homes, which is ever getting there. Talk about Matiko's home, talk about Murimi's home, talk about the Jigas family home, and very many homes. We're going to be getting them a permanent solution. And that in fact, we are having assets that are going to be supporting this kind of the generation to get skills and empower themselves. Like we are now orienting like a person like Mayani to have a finger, talk about some fingerlings, and he's constructing a fish pond, and he's gonna be also getting empowerment to other people so they can learn and get something very meticulous from him, and they're gonna also do it to their own section. And also, I'm having some of the fish ponds that are so unique, and they have been traversing, and they have been there to the platform since 2023, when Maja KE, they were shooting videos, Nastu, they were shooting some videos. They were ever there, and people, they know them. And also, we're going to be constructing their very good facility and a very good a training center that are going to be involving training people who are willing to make it happen, because we're going to be having hatcheries there to rear and also hatch some of the fish. People should see the brooding and much more about the fish farm. They know how to construct some of the fish ponds. Talk about cleaning of the fish pond. It will be done practically. Whenever you talk about predator nets, how you're going to be conserving the water, how you're going to be doing whatever, the oxygen concentration to the water, fertilization of the ponds. I talk about FCH calculations, talk about the feeds, I talk about the stocking capacity, I talk about the limiting factors like birds that are limiting the factors to the fish pond relations, and much more. They're going to be coming to this kind of the young generation to know. Also, to the same spot, you're going to be having the pigs there, which will be the pig farm, and also the chicken farm at that kind of the space. Thank you very much for your 19 US dollars. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your support, and we're going to be making it happen. And I respect to that one. And as I say, thank you very much for that one. And what I was ever saying is this kind of the facilities will ever be helping us to maneuver and empower us. And we have so many people who are just jobless, and they're going to be getting a specific moment where they could just be cherishing with us, live other world activities like theft, like stealing, talk about maybe other things that will ruin their lives while they were in early stages, which we don't want to engage into. Thank you very much for your Cause Maxic, talk about great job, Gintu, proud of you. Thank you very much for your, I think it is Canadian, 20 USD. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much, Kozi Maxine. Thank you. And this kind of the project is going to be encouraging us and also giving us a little bit of hope. Also, when I say so, I have, I'm always reading. And when I talk about I'm always reading, I have some of the better. I have some of the big files here. Thank you very much for 19 euros, which is also gonna be arriving here. This kind of the files I always read, and you can see it's written the quick, which is the quick guide to fish farming tilapia in ponds, a module pond management. So these are the ones that we are doing to encourage the young people, because I was ever empowered with the German organizations, and this kind of the German organizations have ever been giving me this kind of the hope also, to get to the young people who want to grow and become whom they are and recognize themselves in a way. Like, if we recognize ourselves and do what is there, we're going to be doing something better. And also some of the bigger hopes, they are ever here, and I'm going to be giving a little bit of it to you so you can just see what I mean when I say we have to promote ourselves. I always read daily. I have to read daily. And this is Farm Africa. And this is a book that shows what is always there, which is the feeds are always there. And also from this kind of the pathway, you can see we have a little bit of people having some fried fish, which is Farm Africa. So this empowerment, we're going to be empowering other people. Because if we look at our own specific way of understanding things, number one, here in Migori County, we have to identify look at the idea, the opportunity and also the plan, because we don't have a hatchery more than 40 kilometers from here. We have to travel for 40 kilometers to go and look for the hatchery and get some money. Kimberly Rivers, thank you. Hello, Gintu. Hello. We are on it a bit late. Oh, keep tuned. Welcome. And when I say about we don't have hatcheries, here we are in, talk about Migori County, we have it 40 kilometers from here. And it will be very, very hard for us to travel to such kind of the further kilometers to get this kind of the fingerlings for us to stock. Like Ginto have been running when it's not in 40 kilometers in I talk about maybe I went not even I went very talk about very far like Rongo. If not Rongo, we have to go to Kisii town. If not Kisii, we have to go to Kisumu. If not Kisumu, we have to go to Mfangano island, so as we can just get this kind of the fries and get them to our fish ponds, which is a bit headaching. And if Gintu is empowered to enrich the fish farm program to so many people, we have people who have been graduating from this kind of the courses, and they have been graduating to know like they're going to be taking something good. People have graduated with the bigger courses, but when you come out there, you get yourself into a mess. If we have a facility that will be facilitating us to make sure that we're going to be funding the young and empowering the young people, like the learning. There's a time when I was harvesting fish and the national government ordered fish from me and they did the KCSE national exams. We can get such kind of the tenders and we can supply to the national government, to the entire Migori County. We are not dogs, so as cannot do it. We are human beings, and if we strive to make it, we can make it. It's only us to understand ourselves and do the better. And the better we do it today, the better for our people tomorrow. Right now in Kenya, we have a curriculum vitae called CBC, which is JSS. This young generation, they are taught everything from their all small age. Number one, they are taught how to fish. They are taught how to weave nets. They are told how to operate and how to track and get the fish, which is the good idea. Show them how to fish, not how to eat the fish, which is what you're going to be showing them. But if we are not getting such kind of the facilities near to us, we will continue be begging and talking about the government is not working or the government is not looking at this kind of the young people down here. It's us to pressurize, understand like we can make it. Empowering means like Mayani is now constructing a pond. I will connect him to the national government, be oriented, and also after orientation, he will get something called a signing in, and he will get the signatory to become a member of the fish farm. If he becomes a member of the fish farm, he will benefit from the small, we call them the subsidy of the national government. And when the government announces, like we're going to be having the youths to empower youths who have fish farm. Like right now, there's a program which is running for the youths who have under 29 years only, who have fish farms. Do you mean how many people have them? I was the only young man who is registered with the national government and also the county government. And I was the only person from this area we called Kuria West, which is the Mabera sub-county. And some Kuria West, we were only 3 people, boys, who represented the whole Migori County, a whole district. Which means we can have the better opportunity if we give this kind of the young boys a brighter future, if we understand it today. Number one, I will not talk about what I'll be doing tomorrow, but I am having a plan to help this kind of the young boys who are now finishing their own final exams. because some of them are waiting for the result, which will come next year. Some of them will join next year around September or next year but one. If we empower them with goods, we empower them with the business, empower them with the knowledge that will keep them running, associate them with activities like we can create teams like football teams, we can create the girls teams, we can support them with jerseys, support them with balls. There are fields, like right now the schools are closed. We can engage ourselves and bring them together as an awareness. Put them in one field, ask a school, help us with your field, we're going to be using it. And nobody who is a fool will never recognize that we are going to be doing something better to this kind of the youths, even if he's a head teacher or whoever the school management will be. We will tell them the motive value of this kind of the team, because if we encourage this kind of the young boys to get to this kind of the activities, they will understand like there's nothing like ever come to a silver platter without you working for it. Number two, we will create this kind of the people to have a positive thinking. Whenever we do to them and encourage them, we're going to be like having an awareness, getting them closer. Getting them closer is to get this kind of the activities, enroll the boys to this kind of the activities, and they will do it better if we find something better for them. My biggest hope, including my father, was there before he demised. I ever told him like one day, one time, and I was ever saying to my videos, I will establish my fish farm to become a hotspot area. People will be learning from there, including schools. They want to learn about the fish farm. There are some of, we can call them some subjects in high schools. They have this kind of the learning capacity or the learning curriculum, talking about the topography, talking about the fish farming, which is a various thing. We can have different types of nets. We can tell people this past saying, this is a ship that is used in terms of this, and what is in the tradition people were using to go for fishing. We can have the traditional fishing, which is so unique. Also, people can use it. If my father ever used to say, use the local material around you to sustain your sustainabilities. Which is the local material which is around you? And we are talking about the scientific and the ready renovated tools and equipment. If we don't talk about the ancient tools that were used, we have to look at that keenly. And if we educate this young man, there are so many people who talk about, oh, Gintu, you can farm fish. Oh my God, fish are farmed here. People are wondering. Up to this kind of the time, fish are farmed. Can somebody fish some farm? Let me go and see. And we can have the supportive, because there are some of the subprofitives and some of the things that depend on themselves. Like, which kind of the things can you use? So as whenever you are rearing your own fish, like there are so many people who are listening to Gintu, they are aged more than 65 years. They are here, some of them. They can even come out and pinpoint, yes, I am. And you understand. They have their own retirement benefits. They want to venture into something that will never give them a headache. And they have a swampy area somewhere which is stagnating there, and it's having nobody to utilize and catalyze it properly. And they're going to be talking about, what am I going to do if I'm having this kind of the retirement benefit? What is the simplest thing I can do? When Gintu can never teach you about the fish farm, it's the simplest thing if you understand the things. Number one, have your own tools and equipment, including a machine. If you can have one machine, which is the best thing, that if I have the facility at my fish farm, I'll make sure that I'm having machines for milling different size of the fish feeds and also the chicken feeds. Like right now, if I say we're gonna be rearing chicken, I've seen Mama Ann, she has built a chicken farm. Yes. I've seen Matiko, after the completion of their own home, they're going to be building a chicken farm. Yes. I've seen the dancing mom, she has also a chicken farm. Fellow the boy, they have chicken farms. I have chicken. Ask both of them who have participated in this chicken farming, where do they get the foodstuffs for the chicken? We have to go to Tanzania. Recently, when there was a voting casting in Tanzania, recently some weeks ago, there was a rampant and a very crooked, and the area was smelling feces. You cannot go there as a Kenyan. People suffered mostly because there's no one who can produce the chicken feeds. If you go to the market for them, the concentrate ones, they are so expensive than even the entire farm. So are you going to be farming the fish or farming the chicken or buy the fish feeds and sell the chicken? We have to use the brains. What are we not told? If I read this farm book, it is giving Gintu the most used, maybe call them ingredients, used to formulate and establish and get the fish feeds. If I can read and I can plant, I have a land. Matiko, they have a land. I don't know if Mama Ann, they have a land. I saw the dancing mom, they have a land. Fellow the boy, I don't know. Fellow the boy, I think they're going to be having a land somewhere. They can farm them, because what are the initial things for the fish farming and what's the initial ingredients for the chicken farming? Soya. If you have soya, you have supplemented the whole proteins to both the fish, to both animals, whether to be cows, all animals, you have sorted them with protein, crude protein, a high percentage of crude protein. Are we able to cultivate those kind of the soybeans? Are we not able? If we talk about we're going to be having, these are the seedlings, we plant them. Are we not able? But now the problem comes. Do we have the machines to manufacture this, to get these raw materials to these manufacturing machines to get us the good foodstuffs, quality of them, and we are able to make it? If we have the facilities, we train the boys, we show the world we can make it, people support us, which is the biggest aim that we are ever eyeing forward to get. But we cannot aim higher to get them if there's some of the obligations and obstacles that are obligating us not to reach at that maximum point. A bit, something not bright. If we find ourselves straight, we're going to be looking for better opportunities for our young people who are growing and show them the future. There's no employment daily. Kenya, there are so many students right now, more than 1 million students have done their own Form 4 exam. They are now home. In the universities, there are millions of people graduating from the universities daily. And they're there looking for the same job opportunity. And who is going to employ them if we don't look for the best thing to employ ourselves? Because in Kenya, we have the absolute best thing if we get ourselves onto the brain. Number one, Kenya is supported with a 50% GDP is produced from the agriculture, because agriculture is the backbone of the economy of Kenya. That is it. If we found the thing which is what I'm talking about here, we will be at a safer position to handle the matters how they arise. And that's why I want to come up with a facility that will be training these young people, including we can make the cooking activities at the fish farm.
There are people who are going to be coming to learn about the fish progress. People need to eat. There must be food there. We have to employ people. There are people who will come to church and talk about Gintu going to be staying to a fish farm. They need chefs. We need people who will be maybe taking care of this kind of the aquaculture. That is the job opportunity. And Kenya is the best when you come to the Korean lands. Here we are at this kind of the moment. We have a good, very, very good land when it comes to agriculture. We are praying with these lands. And if we realize the common sense behind it, we can tell Murimi, Matiko, and all the people, the brother to Murimi and all who want to sell their lands, tell them we have the capability to use and utilize that land to get what we need. It's only laziness which is backfailing us. Who is going to elevate us if we don't elevate ourselves? And when I tell people, please come out and understand yourself, understand the future is there coming, and the brighter future is coming. They talk about today's today. Even if tomorrow gonna be another day, it will be another day, eh? Let us deal with this day the way it comes. Failure. That's why you see when Gintu is starting to develop, just 20 trucks of materials to the site of the fish farm. They have obstacles about the road, and they are talking about Gintu has to pay the road. Why is it happening that way? It's because people don't want to see development when it's starting. The starting is very hard. But if we start when the start is hard, when right now I'm facing the challenges about the road, reaching the materials to the site to create this creation center and a facility, it will be a very hard thing for me to approach and make it happen. But when it will become a successful project, you will see so many people, including the people who are hindering the emotion, talking about Gintu should pay for the road. They're going to be coming to ask for the same opportunity and get themselves moving. That is it. And there's so many people will be working to that project. People will be talking about, yeah, Gintu, I saw somebody. Look at what happened to Isabella. Isabella was ever working, and I told her, one day it will become your day. And she said, Gintu, correct? Yes. Right now, Isabella, she is having it, and she's going to be making it. And she's going to be shining more than the people who are working there, having their chests forward, and she was there pregnant and talking about I have to make it happen because tomorrow is brighter for my children. And maybe to that kind of the creation center, there are so many people who could get the opportunity. People could be seeing them and to the cameras rolling. They will say, Gintu, there's another person, there's this and this and this. People will be selected depending to how God has selected you to be. And you reach to that. But we don't understand it today until it reaches. That's the time we'll say, I wish I knew. When will we say about I wish I knew? Up to when? When? Let's work from today. And to the real fact, I've seen people have helped me with a little bit of something better in terms of the super tanks here and supporting Gintu, and I've got 82 USD. And if the YouTube gonna be cutting it 30%, and Sunday gonna be having like 40 or 50. That 50 USD, that's approximately 6,000 Kenya shillings. If I will get it, I will start getting it, because I said to the people who are saying like I should pay for the road for me to pass, because they know that's a Suez Canal. A Suez Canal, it's the link between Africa to the Asians, between the Egypts. And that Suez Canal, it's where only you will have to pass whether you like it or not, if you're going to be reaching to Africa at the shortest rate ever possible. And that's why I say I have to look for the better opportunity to give this kind of the gentleman what is theirs, but under papers. When we sign all the papers, the material is going to be now going around there like safari rally. And I promise we're going to be making the best. And I appreciate the people who are tuned, supporting and saying, Gintu, let's get there. That's where we're heading. Thank you very much, Kimberly Rivers. Sad when people don't want to see development. Exactly. It's so sad. Very so sad. Indeed, involve Gintu is productive and empowering. We have to. Yes, they will be the first ones to ask for this something. Exactly. That's the reality about it. Because when we say about people going to be asking for the job opportunity, going to be talking about Gintu, without even people can just come and talk about Gintu, how are you making it? And how are you pressurized? You are jailed, you are accused, alleged, abused, ABCD, and whatever, but you still stand. That could be the best. Live, love, laugh. Live, love, laugh. Thank you very much for your 30 euros. Respect. That is what we need. I saw people asking about Gintu is the fish pond of Miami. Is it well-being for, is it for the people or it's for the individual? If Gintu has decided to give out my own land to construct a facility, to be sponsored facility, whereby now we are engaging to have a facility whereby it's like a company or an organization. And when we organize to talk about this kind of the facility, we're going to be there to improve the lives of me and other people in the village. You know, you can never know the future of your child tomorrow. Maybe you will become a fish farmer. I have a short story. When I was born, I was not allowed with my father to go to a certain dam, which is about some 200 meters from here. If you could go there and come while you look like you are applying ash onto your face, you know that such kind of, whenever you go to swimming and you come at the evening. For the people who played with water, they know what I mean. You could come home, you are looking like you are showering with ash. You are looking pathetic. I was warned not to go there. But, oh, somebody's talking about that's pounds. Yeah, 30 pounds. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody rectified me. So when I was going there, one day I said, I have some nets. I went and bought the nets. And I went to fish from the same dam that had never been fished from since 1952. It was created. Till to date, nobody has ever have a record. And I've never gone there any day even to swim. But I could get and trap fish like something else. And the people used to say, oh, Gintu, I don't know where this man is coming from. This person is a bit crazy. We have to go to the government and arraign him to court. And I'm a person from here because they never knew they can make it. So from there, I employed people who could pull the ropes. I could employ a car at night that will be lighting to the water and the fish come up. It was very easy for me to trap them at night. It's you as a brain. And I have even asked the government, because the dam is very deep and very large, we can create something called cages to that dam, help the village, help the community. We can rear fish there. We can support ourselves and buy a cage, formulate it and put it to that dam and get fish. But the villagers, when they are asked about, do you agree with this person, because the dam has a management, they say, no, this person gonna be lying, is dealing with YouTube, ABCD. But I want to be using the YouTube platform to give them the hope of tomorrow. We can say we're gonna be, this time around, we're gonna be selling this fish. The 50% goes to the production, the 50% goes to the people who are in need and they need school fees. And if we produce a ton of a fish and we sell it, how much are we going to be making? Can we get these children to school who are lacking school fee without coming to the platform daily and telling the people like, oh, this person is not good, A, B, C, D. We are claiming daily, talking about, guys, help this kind of the young boy. People are coming to say, oh, we're going to be using these people. Why can't we formulate a new trend of helping this kind of the young people? And that could be the best. But the people who are managing, they cannot understand it today, because them, they are eating already. And until you talk about when you go to a funeral and eat the food at the funeral, it tastes sweet if the funeral doesn't concern you. Wait until it's your turn, the funeral is at your home. You understand that food is tasteless. What do I mean? When we will come to the conclusion of understanding the reality about this kind of the people we are talking about, we have to make the people move from one position to another. Some people have to suffer. And how long are we going to be begging to the YouTube? And how long will the YouTube platform be there? If we don't look for how we're going to be helping ourselves 1 decade coming, we are thinking about, oh, maybe tomorrow I'll go to this person and talk about, oh, guys, support this kind of the person. The same person will rush to a YouTuber. Easy, cheap money. But we cannot go direct to the work and work for that money. Why can't we work for it? It's because the YouTube is becoming the easiest method for money. I cannot call it laundry, but it's going to be like money, effortless moment. And to the real way of understanding it, we have to absolutely come to the conclusion of understanding ourselves. Everybody is claiming, when I come from here, I go to another village. They are crying more than this village I am. How long will we be crying, yet we don't subject ourselves to that? How long? It will take us decades. And I was ever praying to the living God. One day, one time, if I will come to be a politician, I ever look for the there's this kind of Zing, deal with them. Fantastic. Very stupid, awkward people don't understand. And I'll handle that kind of the case of Mokami. Let me talk about it initiating to this kind of the topic. Mokami has realized himself. He knows, like, I will not be used, be given, be grabbed, and subjected to what is not there. But to Mokami at this kind of the time, you're going to be checking his life changing. You will see the life of Mokami changing, and I promise it. From tomorrow, you're going to be supporting Mokami and empowering him, and I will show you the strategy you're going to be starting with. from coming position. I'm not targeting the old people. I'm not targeting the aged people. I'm targeting the growing generation. Because the aged people are already at 5 p.m. Their life is moving. Let us not depend on their life, because their life is moving. They are there. Far east and westwards of the sun. It's just setting. We are encouraging the young people who are growing. They identify themselves. And we have to understand it keenly. If we have a person who is a Form 3 today, let us use as an example. We have a Form 3 who is going to be, next year will be a Form 3. Promote him with 2 chicken, or promote him with 2 goats. Tell him these goats will help you whenever you're going to be having some miscellaneous money for your fee. Sometimes support yourself in the university. Look at this kind of the time now. Look at for this kind of the people. And I will be coming. There's so many people will be coming to the platform when the result will be announced. And stay tuned, because it's going to be coming. You'll see so many people will be coming to the YouTube platform talking about, oh, I have finished my Form 4. I have lacked money to go to the university. I've lacked money to go to the college. Where are we failing? If we empower them right now, he's going to Form 3. Give him 2 goats, a male and a female. Next year, it will have 1. The other year, whenever we're going to be getting to the university, he will sell the 2 goats, which is a bit expensive right now, getting to 20 to 25,000 to 30,000. 2 goats. Right time now as I'm speaking. 30,000, which is approximately $250 cannot support you if you use your brain capacity. And that's what we need to empower this kind of the young people to understand. And also, if we empower this kind of the young people that way, also we should create a better moment for them to focus. You can empower them and there's no focus. Nothing. We are doing nothing. And to the real fact that is ever there, if we recognize the presence of them and we make it, we will have a better tomorrow. And this YouTube platform, it will come to be a mess. Everybody will wake up and talk about, oh no, Nyabohanse. No, it's like right now the police station and Nyabohanse. They are talking about Nyabohanse. They are coming with the cases here. No, let them solve it on themselves. Or let us get them, put them behind the bars. And they will come to the term on themselves. At that rate, we have to come to the realization. Charlene, you have great vision. Thank you very much. The vision is there. Implementation is a problem. We have a vision, but implementation, you cannot implement if you don't have funds. That's the reality. Some people can take it to the bank. That's the reality. A good Samaritan without money. You are not a Samaritan. You are a beggar. Who has never seen it? Who has never seen it? Yes, that's the reality. You become a good Samaritan, you meet a person, maybe he has got an accident somewhere onto the road, and you say about, let me help this young gentleman or a young lady, and you yourself, you know this person cannot walk. He's in a critical situation. It is at night. You don't have the resources that will make you to get these people to a far point, maybe to the hospital. And you don't have money even to talk about, hey, can you come? I will pay you this person to get to the hospital. Who is going to be stopping there and you are there? If we are not using the common sense, you might be a good Samaritan of nothing if you don't have the funds. That is it. And if we don't act responsibly and understand, like, this good Samaritan, it comes with the consequences. Not everybody went back to Jesus and say yes and thank you, Jesus. Some of them will start talking about, no, this person, oh yes, you helped me, I never asked you to help. Human beings. That's why I'm saying we might help the same people. They will come again to turn and talk about, I never forced you to do it. Is that a character developed from us, or the same subject we're going to be helping? It's the subject we want to be helping. It's the one who has to get the mentality of knowing we have to say thank you at the end of the moment. But if there's no thank you, we have nothing to offer. But guys, to the little empowerment, to empower the young people to grow with a good morale, to grow in a good pace, we have to teach them and give them the best alternative. Right now, let me tell you a short one. Can you ask anybody, if you trust anybody from this village, Nyabowanze, ask about the age of 13 to the age of 27 years, 28, 30, including to 35. What are they doing? They are not farmers. They are not entrepreneurs. They are educated. They are jobless. They are smoking like chain smokers. That is the generation we're going to be changing. So that's why I say we have a long way to go. If we don't have the funds to keep them rotating to that area of encouragement and empowerment zone, that's why Gintu is building a facility that will be holding them direct. Whenever you are in, you are in. If we're going to be establishing a football club, we establish a football club, and this football club, we teach these young people the meaning of this football club and how beneficial the tournaments, the co-friendships, the co-friendly, buy them jerseys, buy them balls. We will be at a better position. We will be changing the mentality. If I will see the other person is empowered in a way like he's getting school items, even the person who is not eligible will say, no, even me, let me go there. Begin to focus on the fish idea and the ICT app. Let me say this. I had a platform to come because there's some of the 30 laptops. There were 30 laptops that were sent from the Europe, and some of them were to go to Zambia, some of them were to come to Kenya. I think one lady said about it, talk about Mama Tandi Foundation. But a bit, to get them a bit, it is this way, Kenya. And we wanted to venture into the ICT, which is a computing. I was a good computer person, but when I reached to, I was a good computer, Form 1, Form 2. Form 3, I dropped it because we never had the best gadgets to use for that kind of the computer. You are given assignment, you don't have a phone. what are you going to be doing? Right now, I have empowered the young boys, and I'm saying it as a fact. Let me show you. This is a Wi-Fi that is here. This Wi-Fi, it is serving so many young boys at my home. If you come in a daylight, you'll get so many people outside there, so many of them. What are they doing? Some of them are students. They are writing their homeworks. So we needed to empower them with some of the gadgets like computers, helping them. I could have some of them here. Whoever wants to come and Google, it will be the best moment. I have a Wi-Fi. They will Google, leave the laptops here and go. Some of them will go to the schools, disperse to the teachers who teach this kind of education. But there are some of the people who are outside there who want to eat more than what we're going to be having. But that is not the end of us. If we're going to be making it and God has promised us, we'll make it. Sherry R, the Kenyan government has to do more. We cannot depend on the Kenyan government every time. There are so many people, more than 60 million. Everybody's talking about 1 shilling, 1 man, 1 vote. So if everybody is, including the aged person who is going to be dying tomorrow, is saying 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shilling, including a person who is born today, is talking about 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. How long? Everybody is talking about the government. When you go here, the government. When you go here, the government. We have to look at it keenly and do the best. Somebody is saying, is sister to sister, Gintu possible start a computer hub for students to do school work. Yes, we can. We can talk right now, like we're going to be, if you're going to be getting something, send it to Gintu. Even if you're going to be having old, I know in the Americans, we have the reject. We have the computers which are thrown out. If somebody can be willing to collect them, send to Gintu as a package, I receive them. It can help us. Here in Kenya, so many laptops that are being used are second hand. That's the fact. If we get such kind of the ones, we can use them. That's what we call a computer. We start from the lowest level. We will reach where we need to go. Because let us not talk about, we want to be starting with, and we don't have the money and the resources. We're going to be building a facility. And also, if I talk about, we're going to be having the facility to facilitate this kind of the young people to become, to have a good moral to the village. We should also understand next week campaign for Ruto. Yeah, next week campaign for Ruto. No problem. I'm not about knowing how this thing is going to be. Maybe one day I'll get to the politics. One day. I know. And one day I'll come to tell you guys, I told you I'm going to be a politician. I can make wonders. When I will know these are the funds of the government, getting to the rural people, getting to the people to the ground. My friends, we will make it happen. And the people will just hate me for nothing. Because I'll make sure that people are given the meticulous and good objectives to move. That is it. Guys, we are reaching and we have got much more and we know about it. And we're going to be having that legacy of humanity and the legacy to make it happen. We are now sister to sister. Gintu, do you think laptops can make it pass the Kenyan Revenue Authority without the device be stolen? Yes, it can. But use the good dealers, a trustable company. I'll look for it. You can get to my contact and you can just speak about that one. And if it gets direct, like you can use, if you use water, it will take a long period of time, more than 3 months, and you don't know what's going to be happening. If you use air, it will reach to Kenya, and it will be just charged a little bit. It will be expensive because of the electronics. Electronics are charged so expensive in Kenya. I don't know why. Electronics. But it will reach us safe. Whenever you're going to be landing to Kisumu, I'm there. And you have already analyzed how many of them there. But it will be expensive to pay for them. That is the fact. Let nobody deny it. It will be a bit expensive for us to get it. And a bit we have to understand how it comes. The next thing. Let us see the best alternative for us to handle and how we're going to be improving our lives. For the people who are ever supporting us, we have a better. Also, to me, I never leave myself behind. I have also other projects to perform. I have not yet finished my G Castle. I'm on it and I need to make it happen. And some of the people want to be talking, oh, into when? Is it this December going to be? I pray to the living, let it be this December, if possible. I know God knows the good time, and God's time is the best. So if it's gonna be this year, it's gonna be this December, gonna be starting on Monday, it will be the best. And as far as you support us, the way you support us, the best way we will make it happen. Passage is still available. Ali Alhamdulillah. A1457. When you start your safari rally, your safari rally to a company, it's small. Let it be like, I cannot see a person doing it and talk about, oh, I'm gonna be starting. It will be like, oh, Gintu is copying. But if it's gonna be, it will be. And I promise you, after the facility of making sure that we're going to be having a place where even the tourists of safaris, they're going to be coming and resting. If we don't have a home, and we're going to be talking about we're going to be having a car where we're going to be parking under the trees at the shade. So whenever the tree falls, who are going to be complaining up to? I think you can quote me. But you're going to be coming to that time. Gintu is Black Friday in the US. So many laptops are on sale now. In a good time to buy them. Yeah, sister. Let me say this kind of the name of my supporter I call about at sister to sister. There's a song which is sung, sister. It's like a traditional song and a rumba-like song, sister. One of my boss who ever employed me at the first when I finished my Form 4 and told me about the best way of working to become who you are. And I recognized myself at that moment. I don't know if he could not be. Even he liked that song. Sister. Then he even bought one of the trucks that you can see my brother is riding. Have you ever seen my brother bring some of the materials? Have you ever checked the windscreen? It's written sister. I like that mentality because whatever you like, make it happen. What is it? Let's make it happen. If the Black Friday is there, sister to sister, you can make it happen and you can just get the laptops. Sure, I will guide Gintu accordingly. Who is this person? Mzing, thank you. Hey, Mzing 666. Hey. I salute you, man, and I talk about God bless you abundantly. Continue shining like something else. You know, sometimes the idea is great, but because of the person implementing it, they will fight to prevent it. The young people are the future. Yes. But let's work for that. It will be. Yes, people will need a better offer than Maro tours. People will come to you instead. Coming to that. But I have not yet reached the money to buy a safari vehicle. Even I have not yet finished the G Castle. It is giving me a headache a bit. I'm gonna be putting some windows and some tiles to the sitting room. We have to look for that one. Let me finish some other sorts, then other things will just cop in, and we're gonna be making it happen. Children are the future. Thank you, Kimberly Rivers. Mzing, we make it happen. KM, thank God Nyabohanse has a Gintu. Thank you very much. Betty Jones, 6940. Hello, Gintu and everyone. Oh, it's right now. You're gonna be demobilizing here. Exactly, guys. Thank you very much for you being tuned and also supporting Gintu. And I've seen people have get me to $212 and I appreciate and I say thank you very much for your hospitality. Philip Motatiro, thank you very much. Philip Motatiro, wherever you are, welcome, and you ever make it happen. Thank you very much. We are 212 and I appreciate and I say we'll just use as much as possible to look at what kind of the thing we're going to be doing, very meticulous, to help ourselves, to help our future generation people, and help ourselves to move. And that will be the best way for us to get. Give me a shout out, please, sir. Philip Motatiro. Philip Motatiro is there. People can just check on Philip Motatiro. Pin the message. And exactly. The message is pinned Motatiro. And people will just be checking on you. They'll be just clicking on you. And they'll just be making it happen. They'll just Ann Karuru. Hello, Ann Karulu. Welcome. I understand you don't really need a safari car. Just design a tour package. To suit your village and surrounding areas. Yes, that's now the opportunity to make a facility whereby people can get the best ever possible life at the fish farm, and they will be made the historical way, in a historical moment, and it will be very messed. And we're going to be now finishing up this kind of the chapter. I have only 4 minutes. I'm going to be ending at 2 hours, 10 minutes. And if you're going to be supporting Gintu, you can just say, oh, Gintu going to be reaching $250. It will be just very okay. And I will just appreciate and say, let us move together and make it happen. Yes, good luck with it. Exactly. Thank you very much. And we will make it happen. It's a bit of some 2-3 challenges, but we are running to it. And this kind of the 212 USD, if I convert it, because you're going to be 30% cut, I think I have like something like I have to pay that kind of the road, so as I can just a Suez Canal that is there for me to pay, and I will make it happen. Exactly. Thank you very much for the people tuned, and guys, like, so as you can just reach to 100 likes at least, so as you can just say the things are just moving. Just click the like, so as you can just have to 100 likes coming out there. Sister, find the best company to ship to Kenya from the USA. Do you know any about Kentex shipping? I've heard about it. I've ever proposed about somebody to use Kentex. I don't know. I think Kimberly Rivers, if she's there, she can just tell us which kind of the shipping company is very nice to ship this kind of the stuffs to Kenya at an immediate effect. If she's there, she can just reply to sister, and everything will be just very, very okay. So we are rushing out of time, 2 minutes to end up this kind of the live stream. And as I say, thank you very much. It's very late at night and it's 23:12. A little bit some time to get to the midnight here, but to the gentleman, it's best to go through your post office. Exactly. So sister, she's talking about it's best to get to my post office. So send through the post office. Use the post office. It's best because the post office, they can reach where I am direct. That is the best momentum that Kimberly Rivers she is giving out, and that is the best alternative for us to use. So we are at 96 likes, guys. If you're watching this kind of the video, I've never liked, we are at 97. Let us like, and we're gonna be getting to 100 as we're gonna be leaving this kind of the live stream. It has been a long, and I appreciate that the people who are just locked and tuned in, the people who are just welcomed at this kind of the time. As I say, thank you, and God bless you when you are just tuned. And also for the people who have supported me in terms of the dollars here, and also some some pounds here. God bless you abundantly, and let us keep it going forward. At 99 likes already, we're going to be getting to 100, and God will just make it happen. 127 people watching still, and I like about how the people are ever making. Thanks all. Thanks, Gintu. Thank you very much. And we're going to be talking about where you are just coming from. Thank you, Gintu. Thank you very much, Kimberly Livers. Thank you very much. KMNB2 Yogi Dugu 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 Dugu. Yeah, 101. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we have just made it happen. And one love, one moment, one at a go. Gonna be now sleeping like something else. Gonna be waking up tomorrow. Tomorrow we have some of the materials already have landed to Matiko, and tomorrow gonna be on Sunday, and we're gonna be starting a new day, which is the December on Monday. As I wish you a good December holiday. We're gonna be having the Christmas festive. Said hi, thank you very much. Doing Akia Mungu. You have things here. You have names. Kentrick shipped perfect. I have shipped with them before. Exactly. You can see which is the best, and everything will just be okay. I can do that one. Thank you very much, Even Tiham. Thank you. KM, amazing workaholic. Gintu. Sister to sister, I had shipped with King Tex. Respect. And God bless you, as you have just come to an end. Everything that has a start has an end. As I say, respect you. And God bless you wherever you are. And I think some of the people from the US, they are now getting to the evening section. And let you get a good moment, good supper, good dinner, whatever, you'll just get it. And God bless you abundantly. Can you have any pending deliveries and large? Can you have any pending deliveries and large? Right now, the deliveries a bit. Guys, we are making it happen. I'm going to be having much of the time. We're never going to be handling much of the matters. Whoever thought about Gintu, it will not be possible for me to support you in terms of the super tanks. I'm going to be handling the M-Pesa direct. The road is opened for each and everything. Ines Charles, respect. Keep tuned, keep it locked. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to be ending it up as I'm going to be pressing this kind of the button. I'm going deep. Are you sure? You want to stop the live stream? Thank you. In London, 2016 in London. Whoa. Thank you. Gintu Ja, bless. I look forward to your content daily. Love to the Kimberly from the UK. Thank you very much. An end. It has ended. Thank you. Ja bless.